You're not hungry. You just ate a full meal. And yet, a few minutes later, your mind starts whispering about something sweet. Chocolate, biscuits, cake, sugar. This craving feels sudden, strong, and almost impossible to ignore. If this happens to you, it's not because you lack willpower. It's because your body and brain are sending signals you've never been taught to understand. Sugar cravings are rarely about hunger. They are messages. And once you learn what those messages mean, the cravings stop feeling mysterious and they become much easier to manage. Your brain runs primarily on glucose, a form of sugar. It's the fastest fuel it knows. When your brain senses that energy is unstable or dropping, it looks for the quickest fix. Sugar delivers energy fast, which is why cravings feel urgent and emotional, not logical. One of the biggest reasons you crave sugar after eating is blood sugar imbalance. Even if you eat enough food, a meal high in refined carbs or low in protein and healthy fats can cause blood sugar to spike and then crash quickly. That crash sends an alarm to the brain. The brain responds by demanding more sugar to bring levels back up. This happens even when your stomach is full. Stress plays a massive role here. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol raises blood sugar to help you cope with perceived danger. But when stress is constant, blood sugar regulation becomes chaotic. Your brain starts craving sugar to stabilize the system. This is why cravings often hit hardest during emotional stress, mental pressure, or at the end of a long day. Sleep deprivation is another powerful trigger. When you don't sleep well, two key hormones are affected. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, goes up. Leptin, the fullness hormone, goes down. At the same time, your brain becomes more sensitive to rewarding foods. Sugar lights up tired brain circuits like a shortcut to relief. This is why poor sleep almost always leads to stronger sugar cravings the next day. There's also the dopamine connection. Sugar doesn't just provide energy, it provides pleasure. Every time you eat something sweet, dopamine is released. Dopamine makes you feel good temporarily, but frequent sugar intake reduces dopamine sensitivity over time. This means you need more sugar to get the same feeling. The craving isn't for sugar itself, it's for the dopamine response. Another hidden factor is nutrient deficiency. Low levels of magnesium, chromium, iron, or B vitamins can increase sugar cravings. These nutrients are involved in energy production and blood sugar control. When they're low, the body looks for quick energy instead of efficient energy. Sugar becomes the easiest option. Gut health also influences cravings. Certain gut bacteria thrive on sugar. When life feels overwhelming, sugar becomes a coping mechanism the body learned long ago. The most important thing to understand is this. Craving sugar does not mean something is wrong with you. It means your body is trying to solve a problem quickly. Now, let us talk about the daily habits that quietly train your body to crave sugar even when you not hungry and even when you trying to eat well. One of the biggest habits is starting the day with little or no protein. When breakfast is mostly carbs, tea with sugar, bread, cereal, or nothing at all, blood sugar rises fast and falls just as fast. This sets the tone for the entire day. Your brain learns early that energy is unstable, so later it keeps asking for quick fixes in the form of sugar. Skipping meals is another major trigger. When you go too long without eating, stress hormones rise to keep blood sugar stable. This works temporarily, but eventually the brain demands fast energy. That demand often shows up as intense sugar cravings, not normal hunger. Relying on caffeine to push through tiredness also fuels cravings. Coffee and energy drinks stimulate the nervous system and increase cortisol. At first, this suppresses appetite. Later, when cortisol drops, blood sugar dips, and the brain asks for sugar to rebalance. This creates a cycle of caffeine highs and sugar crashes. Highly processed healthy foods can also be a problem. Protein bars, flavored yogurts, packaged snacks, and juices often spike blood sugar more than expected. Even if calories are controlled, the rapid glucose response trains the brain to expect sugar rewards. Emotional eating patterns are another hidden habit. If sugar has ever helped you relax, feel comforted, or feel rewarded, your brain remembers that association. Over time, stress automatically triggers sugar cravings, not because you're weak, but because your brain learned sugar equals relief. Another habit is constant snacking. When you eat small carb-heavy snacks throughout the day, insulin stays elevated. The body becomes less sensitive to insulin, and blood sugar control worsens. This increases cravings, especially for sweet foods. Poor hydration can also mimic sugar cravings. Mild dehydration makes the brain feel tired and unfocused. Sugar feels like a solution because it provides quick energy. Many cravings disappear with proper hydration and mineral balance. Lack of movement plays a role too. Muscles help regulate blood sugar. When you move less, glucose stays in the bloodstream longer, causing spikes and crashes. This instability increases sugar cravings later. And finally, guilt and restriction can backfire. When sugar is labeled as forbidden, the brain assigns it more reward value. This makes cravings stronger and binge cycles more likely. All these habits send the same message to your body. Energy is unstable, comfort is scarce, and quick relief is needed. Sugar becomes the fastest solution. Now, let us talk about how to reduce sugar cravings naturally by giving your body what it is actually asking for, instead of trying to fight the urge. The first step is stabilizing blood sugar. This starts with balanced meals. Every meal should include protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Protein slows digestion and supports steady energy. Healthy fats help hormones and brain function. Fiber slows glucose absorption. When blood sugar stays stable, the brain stops demanding quick sugar fixes. Eating regularly also helps. Long gaps between meals make the brain anxious about energy. Consistent nourishment sends a message of safety. Over time, cravings soften because the body trusts that fuel is coming. Improving sleep quality has a powerful effect on cravings. Even 1 week of better sleep can reduce sugar cravings significantly. Deep sleep restores hormone balance and improves dopamine sensitivity, making sweet foods less tempting. Managing stress is just as important as diet. Stress makes the body crave fast energy. Simple, stress-lowering habits, deep breathing, walking, stretching, or quiet time reduce cortisol and calm the nervous system. When stress drops, sugar cravings often fade without effort. Supporting mineral intake also helps. Magnesium, chromium, and zinc improve blood sugar control and reduce cravings. These nutrients support energy production and insulin sensitivity. When they're adequate, the body doesn't look for quick fixes. Hydration matters more than people realize. Drinking water consistently throughout the day improves brain function and energy. Many sugar cravings are actually signs of low hydration or low electrolytes. Movement improves glucose handling. Gentle activity after meals helps muscles absorb sugar, reducing spikes and crashes. This makes cravings much less intense later in the day. Healing gut health also plays a role. Eating whole foods, fiber, and fermented foods supports a healthier microbiome. When sugar-loving bacteria decrease, cravings decrease too. Perhaps the most important shift is changing your mindset. Cravings are not failures, they're feedback. When you respond with nourishment instead of restriction, the body stops panicking. As your system stabilizes, something interesting happens. Sugar stops feeling urgent. You can enjoy it occasionally without feeling controlled by it. The constant mental battle fades. Sugar cravings aren't a sign of weakness or lack of control. They're signals your body's way of asking for balance, stability, and relief. When energy is unstable, stress is high, sleep is poor, or nutrients are low, sugar becomes the fastest solution your brain knows. The goal isn't to fight cravings or eliminate sugar completely. It's to create the conditions where cravings naturally fade. When blood sugar is steady, the nervous system is calm, sleep is deep, and nourishment is consistent. Your body no longer needs emergency energy. Over time, you regain choice. Sugar becomes something you can enjoy, occasionally not something that controls you. And that's when food stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling supportive again.